Hey, I think I am live. So, have you ever thought that you should be something, that you should be somewhere by now, that you should have achieved something, maybe a network marketing journey that you should actually be further on that you're at than you're at, and you're just not there yet? Let me know if that is something that you struggle with. So if you're joining me, let me know who you are, let me know where you're coming in from. If you're catching the replay, then please drop a hashtag replay down below. I don't know what my hair is doing today, but anyway, it's fine. So for those who don't know who I am, my name is Fran Loebscher, and I coach and train network marketers, entrepreneurs, and home-based business owners to take their businesses, people just like you, to take their businesses from an offline to an online strategy, leveraging the power of social media so you can actually start attracting your perfect prospects to you, and you can stop being that salesy weirdo and putting your products and your opportunity all over Facebook and sending out the weird copy paste messages and doing all those things. So let me know if you're joining me. But here is the thing, and if you hang on to the end, I have got a training that I will tell you about when I get to the end. But so often the problem, you may have all the things and not be seeing results. You may have a social media strategy. You may have an incredible mentor. You may have you know you may have a duplicatable system. You may have all the things and you're still not seeing results. And I know, when I coach and train people, is that, so often the problem isn't actually that they don't have what they need to be successful. It is that the problem is here. So the problem is actually usually in the 6 inches between their ears. And, so often, we beat ourselves up and we think, well, why am I not getting there? And they don't actually look inside first and figure out what's happening inside. And the thing is, our confidence is like a program that we've created in ourselves. Okay. And when circumstances happen to you, those circumstances are going to create beliefs, they'll create thoughts, which will create beliefs, which will create feelings, which will then, create actions, which will then create results. Now, those circumstances may have happened to you in your childhood. Those circumstances may have happened to you at school. It may have happened to you, goodness knows when things have happened to you in, maybe you had a teacher who said, you are never going to amount to anything. You're never going to be good enough. And that has got stuck in your head. And forever, you're telling yourself the story that you're not good enough, that you will never amount to anything. So whenever things start going right, you sabotage yourself. You sabotage your own success because you start telling yourself the story in your head. You start telling yourself, yeah, but that teacher, Mrs. Whoever, told me that I will never be good enough, told me that I will never amount to anything. And so you believe that, okay? But here is the thing, is that these are all stories that somebody else has, these are all thoughts that somebody else has put inside of us, that somebody's put in our heads, and they're not true. They are not true. And until you can understand, where that doubt is coming from, where that self-doubt is coming from, and understand that actually it's something that somebody else, and it's somebody else's problem. It's what they think. It's not what you think. It's what they think about you. And it's none of that. What somebody else thinks about you is none of your business. It's none of your business. Okay. That's their problem. So until you can actually understand how to get these thoughts and these beliefs out of your head, when those beliefs are in your head and those beliefs are creating these feelings of self-doubt, these feelings of inadequacy, these feelings of lack of confidence, imposter syndrome, the feelings that you are not good enough to get where you want to go, then you will never get where you want to go, because that's always going to stop you. That's always going to stop you dead in your tracks, is because that's what you're believing, and you're believing the stories that somebody else has put in your head. So let me know if this is making any sense at all. Let me know if this is something that you can relate to. I'd love to know, and I'm actually not seeing any comments here at all. But I would love to know if this is something that you can relate to, because we weren't, we're born perfect. We were never born doubting ourselves. We were never born doubting that we could do anything. As a baby, you know that you can do anything, because as soon as you can, you're sitting up, you're crawling, you're doing all the things. You are trying to walk. You don't doubt that the first time that you try and walk, You fall down, and baby falls down on its bum, and it gets up and it tries again, it gets up and it tries again, it gets up and it tries again. But then the older we get, the more times we're told no, the more times that we are told that we're not good enough, the more times we are told, hey, Maynard, the more times we are told that these things cannot happen, that, you're not meant to be, you're not meant to be a dentist, you're not meant to be, you're not university material, or you're not good enough to do this, you're not good enough to do anything. Okay. And so we don't believe, we don't trust ourselves, we don't believe in ourselves, we don't believe that we are actually worthy. So how can you take that from that feeling of not feeling worthy, that feeling of doubt, that feeling of low confidence, to actually achieving success, to actually being successful, to actually living the life that you want to live? Okay. It actually, first, and there are a couple of things. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot that goes into this, but a simple thing that you can do is to actually keep that promise to yourself. If you have decided that this is something that you want to do, is keep that promise to yourself. Get up every morning and take action. Get up every morning and do the things that you need to do to build your business. My computer is pinging like crazy. I apologize for all the pings. But self-confidence is built by building self-trust. And how do you build self-trust? Is you take action, you do the things, and when you do the things, then you actually start to trust yourself that oh, actually, because you are actually taking action, you're doing the things that you need to be doing every day, that you said you would do, and you keep into that promise to yourself that you said, okay, I'm building this business. Here are the things that I need to be doing every day to build this business. Okay. And what has stopped you in the past is you've stopped yourself in the past because you've thought, oh, well, I'm not good enough. Maybe you've stopped yourself from going live because you think, well, nobody's going to want to listen to me because I'm not good enough. Or maybe you've stopped yourself from putting that post out there because maybe you're a struggling perfectionist and you're thinking, I'll wait until it's perfect, and I'm not going to put it out until it's absolutely perfect. These are all things that we're told, and we're thinking in our head that it's, we're not good enough, it's not perfect, everything has to be absolutely spot on, everything has to be right. It's a load of crap. I'm sorry, I'm going to tell it like it is. It's a load of crap. And until you can actually start keeping that promise to yourself and doing the things that you have promised to yourself that you're going to do, because you've made your promise to yourself that you're going to build this business, whatever your dream looks like. Okay, you've made that promise to yourself. When you take action every day and you keep that promise to yourself, that starts to build that trust in yourself, and it starts to build that self-confidence. So eventually, the more you do it, the more you actually start to realize that these stories that are happening in your head are actually a load of crap, and that don't belong in your head, and that somebody else's problem, and that that you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. And those thoughts that are happening in your head are put there by somebody else. They're not yours. They're not your thoughts, but you start to believe them because somebody else put them there, and they knocked you down so much that you've stopped trusting yourself. You've stopped believing in yourself. So let me know if this has made any sense. I'm not going to carry on too much longer, but let me know if this has made any sense, if this has been helpful to you. Because if it has, then I'm actually starting a training tomorrow in our private coaching community where you can actually start learning how to build confidence, how to build that belief in yourself, how to get rid of imposter syndrome, how to stop trying to be that perfectionist, all these things, and then actions that you can actually do every day to actually start your day off right. So if there's something that you want to do, just drop training down in the comments, and I will drop the link in the comments anyway. Or if you're watching this on my page or on YouTube, then the link is above or down below, wherever it is. But there's a link to the our coaching community where you can actually get that training. So until next time, have an awesome day. But until then, thanks for joining me, and I will see you all again soon. And just go and take action. Cheers. Bye-bye.